Hello, everyone. We are excited because today is August the 1st and tomorrow is August the 2nd, and we are going to be interviewing Willie D. Burton for our on-stage broadcast live.
That is beautiful. This is so awesome. We are so excited about this. And Bukeka will be interviewing Willie, and we'll get all the great details and information about what Willie does on sound and how he created all the great things that he done from the sound in Odyssey. Back to you, Bukeka.
Yeah. So what's so cool is that Willie has, gosh, how many years experience in the industry? How many years experience in the industry does Willie have?
Oh, he probably have about over 40 years in the industry. Between 35 and 40 years in the industry.
Yeah.
So he's a legend in this industry.
Definitely. Definitely. Let's see. So what I love about this is that, can you hear me okay, Eugene?
Oh yeah, we're fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm perfectly fine over here.
Okay, good. Excellent. So what I love about this experience is that he has been so accommodating to FAVuniteTV. We've really formed a great relationship since bringing Dorez Douglas and Willie Burton to Kansas City a couple of years ago for a film and music workshop in Kansas City. And it's just been an amazing experience ever since.
True. We're very grateful to be able to do this interview with Willie, and we're looking forward to everyone tuning in to and having any questions in the comment regarding what Willie does, and as far as a sound mixer. And I think it's going to be overly exciting, and I'm excited about it myself. I can't wait to see Bukeka do this interview, and it's going to be off the charts.
Absolutely off the charts. Absolutely off the charts. So what I thought I would do is play you a little bit of the onstage interview that we did with Willie Burton, Dorez Douglas, and Clarence. Oh my gosh, Clarence with Clarence. And I'll remember his name later. But we did an onstage interview with them a little over a year ago, talking about the movie Voices, and which is a film that was directed by Willie Burton, produced by Dorez Douglas, that stars Lamont Rucker, and we have it here on FAVunite. And so I thought I would just play a little bit of that for you. So let me make sure I am getting that set up for us to see.
All right.
So this is them talking about their experience doing the film Voices that stars Lamont Rucker. You on FAVuniteTV on stage. And
it's hard to even know where to begin. But where I will begin is because you have a wonderful friendship between you, and there's an amazing project that brought you all together.
Dorez, David, and Clarence and I, we got together and with our other friend, writer David Parker, and we put a script together. And we liked the idea and everything, and that's how we came up with the story and voices. So, and that's how we got started.
Wow. Okay. And I love the fact that how it just sounds like everything just came effortlessly together. Would you agree, Clarence? How would you uh, describe that experience of how everything just flowed and came together, or would you describe it in that way?
Yeah, I would say from the beginning of this project, it just was meant to be. A lot was happening in Baton Rouge in 2016 after Alton Sterling was murdered. We had an historic flood. We had several policemen killed. All this happened in one summer. It was a hell of a summer in Baton Rouge, and we were a pretty quiet, laid back town. So when all that drama broke out, my students were railing from all of this. We had riots and protests on the street. Um, and school started that semester, started that fall of 2016. And I just had my students write narratives, as I often do in my class. We start out with narrative writing, but this time I wanted them to write about what they were feeling, what they were dealing with, what they were seeing, and it just came together. The expressions and the powerful narratives came alive.
Um, so I'm gonna ask Dorez how you jumped into the project that is known as Voices from the Bayou.
Yeah, but what really drew me was the book. When Willie sent me the book, and I read it, and I just couldn't believe all these stories that were in the book. These are the personal stories from the actual students who have had these experiences. And it was Clarence's idea to bring them all together and put them in a book. And they put it in the book. And when I read that and read all the stories, and there were so many, we couldn't possibly do them all, in the movie.
Yeah, that was us having a conversation with Willie D. Burton, Doris Douglas, and Clarence Nero from Baton Rouge Community College, as they were talking about the movie Voices that Willie Burton directed and Doris Douglas produced, based on the book that was written by Clarence Nero out of Baton Rouge regarding that a time in our history that was really so disturbing, and really it hasn't changed that much. I mean, we still have a lot of work to do in that area, but they really brought that film to life. And so, Eugene, when you looked at the movie Voices, and knowing that Willie is a sound engineer, tell us about what you heard when you saw the movie Voices.
Oh, the movie was great. The sound was great with Willie. Also them talking to Lamont Rucker on the actually laptop where he had an iPad, where he was talking to everybody and getting information from them regarding trying to share information with each other and understand each other's situation of their lifestyle. And that was very encouraging with the movie Voices. And I was very intrigued on how they did it during COVID. So the sound was great, everything, the production was great, the movie was great itself. So I mean, I encourage people to go see it on FAVuniteTV.com with Lamont Rucker and starring in the movie. And this is something awesome that people need to see, so we can bridge the gaps and barriers between each other.
Yeah. But we also know that that obviously is not the main topic of conversation when we have our interview with Willie tomorrow, because the main topic of conversation is his work on the movie Odyssey, which we just saw the other night, and it was fantastic. We're not going to spill all the tea about it because we know that even though that millions of people have already gone to go see this movie, but there are still many more that are going to go see it. So we don't want to spill all the tea on that, but I will tell you that the sound on the movie Odyssey, that is why Willie D. Burton is the most sought after sound mixer in the industry. I mean, Eugene, the sound. What are your thoughts about the sound of Odyssey?
Oh, it's once you watch the movie and hear the sound in this actual movie with Odyssey, it is phenomenal. I mean, when you see all the things that's happening in this movie, you're just going to be astonished, and
Be astonished.
you will be. I mean, and normally with any movie that I go see, I tell Bukeka, if I go to sleep, that means this movie was no good. I say that all the time to myself. That's just my opinion. Not saying that the movie ain't good. This is just me saying it. And I didn't go to sleep not one time during this movie. It was 3 hours. And I mean, and it kept you on your toes on every scene from the beginning to the end. All I can say is go see the movie. The sound is awesome. Christopher Nolan is an awesome director and producer.
Yeah. Yeah, truly, truly.
And this is the best movie of the year to me so far.
Well, what I loved about it is that, particularly, away from the sound, the story is really great, and it has all of that drama about what we deal with in terms of love and loss. Sacrifice really brought home the message about the sacrifices that that people make in terms of just humanity. And the other part is the message about honoring those that have made those sacrifices, and making sure that the legacy or the name of those people that have made sacrifice is something that is remembered. And I don't think that we in terms of our human condition right now, that's a lesson that we can certainly learn or take with us. But then there is the part that was the sound. Many of you have seen the trailer, for Odyssey, and you have seen that there is land and there is water and there is fire and all of the elements were there, and every single thing you can hear, from just the rustling in the grass to the waves crashing. It is absolutely phenomenal in terms of the sound. And I agree, Eugene tells me all the time, if I stay awake through this whole movie, it must be really good. And he did. And not because it wasn't a great movie. It's because it was because it was so good, but all of the elements were there. The cinematography was there, but certainly the sound. And, Willie will tell you tomorrow, that sound is so critical to how well received a movie is, because if you can't hear it, you can look at it, but you can't hear what people are saying or hear the things that are happening, you're just not as connected. Would you agree?
True. And with the interview, what can you tell the audience, Bukeka, what time and when they should tune in and see this interview? What time should they be? We want you to don't meet us there, beat us there. That's what we want.
That's right. That's right. So yes, you will want to be on FAVunite TV August the 2nd at 11 a.m. Pacific. So for all you Hollywood and West Coast people, you'll be wanting to tune in at 11 a.m. your time. For us Midwesterners in that Central Standard Time, you're going to want to be on FAVunite TV YouTube at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you want to be there on time because you won't want to miss one single nugget. And if you've got questions that you want to make sure we communicate or get communicated on during the interview, put them in the chat, put them in the chat today. And then we'll also try and make sure that we're looking at that feed tomorrow as people are watching. But for those of you that are in the film industry, that maybe you're a sound engineer, maybe you're a writer, you want to be able to learn from one of the best in Hollywood when it comes to that. When it comes to African American legacy, you will want to have this piece of information in your wheelhouse. Who is the most or nominated Oscar recipient is Denzel Washington, yes, but next to him, okay, is Willie D. Burton. And those are the true facts. Those are facts right there, right? So tomorrow, August the 2nd, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll want to be watching FAVunite TV with this epic interview with sound mixer, director, and entrepreneur and businessman, Willie D. Burton. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. Make sure that you go to FAVuniteTV.com and look at some of the other wonderful content that we have. You'll also want to visit FAVunite.com and just learn more about the company, who we are, see our story, and you'll be able to find that link when you go to FAVuniteTV.com just to learn more about why are we doing this? What are we here for? What is the legacy that we want to leave? And we invite you to be a part of our FAVunite family. If you are a creator, if you're a filmmaker, Eugene, what do we want the filmmakers out there to know about our first 100?
Oh, you can go and do a submission for our first 100 for a revenue share. You can fill out a quick pro form real quick. It's simple. Add your information on there, and we'll get back to you regarding that. Present your film. Just sign up. Sign up the first 100. That's FAVuniteTV.com/first100. Sign up.
And sign up.
And get a share of your revenue share. Let FAVunite help you promote that. Also, we may be able to do some, give you a link after the interview where you may do some exclusive talking to Willie Burton on our FAVunite TV beta app.com. So we'll disclose that, and we'll see if that's going to happen. That's just a little sneak preview of something. That's for the special people.
That's for the special people. That's for the people that really want to get connected.
You want to really know
industry.
about sound. You want to really know more about Willie Burton and more about sound. That's going to be your exclusive. So we'll leave that up to Mr. Burton and Bukeka, and to see if that's going to happen. But that's something special.
Something special. All right, everybody. Well, again, tune in tomorrow on FAVunite TV, our YouTube channel, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, for an epic interview with award-winning sound mixer Willie D. Burton, who did the sound for The Odyssey, starring Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway and a host of other incredible stars, directed by Christopher Nolan, and you'll want to go see that movie. Just make sure that you see, if you haven't seen it yet, either go tonight or go tomorrow night, because what you'll want to do is you want to, yeah,
go
yeah,
tonight.
go tonight. Go
tonight.
tonight. Yeah. And then when you go tonight and you hear all of that amazing sound, come tomorrow to listen to the interview with Willie D. Burton and ask, how was he able to do that? Get your questions ready and get your questions answered tomorrow. So thanks everybody for tuning in to Fave Unite. And we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Also, subscribe to FAVunite YouTube page. Click on that button. We would love to have you, and we appreciate you. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your day.